So one thing that we know works in Outbound is to ensure that we have personalized relevancy, and everybody talks about it, but how does it actually look in practice? My approach is essentially to click on this button right here that gives me an overview of the prospect and the background information that we've collected. For example, we've collected what their work focus is from their LinkedIn About section. So we know what they do, and we have information on their organization, such as the description, website, high traffic events that they might experience, and other aspects. So from there, we have messaging. And so how can we actually evaluate if the messaging that we've generated is actually personalized and relevant to them? One method I like to use is a little extension here. It's called Blaze AI. And I click on the extension, and what happens is a little side button pops up, and then I can use Text Blaze, and I can use one of my prompts, and I can say, hey, evaluate the evaluate the personalization relevance to Timothy here on a scale from 0 to 10, because we have Timothy's information, we have his company information, we have his LinkedIn About section and everything like that. So then the AI can read all of that information provided to it, and it's going to score between 0 and 100 how relevant the personalization actually ends up being. We can look at a couple of factors, such as the role and responsibility. So the message addresses Timothy's position. It highlights leadership in web development and the need for a reliable platform, which is relevant to his role. Highlights specific needs. So Timothy focuses on establishing Drupal 8 platforms. He uses Acquia, we know that. Specific high traffic events that might be relevant. And the value proposition offers a solution that addresses Timothy's needs for scalability and efficiency, making it relevant for him. And so we get a score of 90 at the end of the day. And what I would say is, when you're doing this across your messaging, you want to end up with an average of about 85 to 95. That's a good range for, okay, we know the messages we're sending out are going to be better than decently relevant, I would say. So what we can do then is we can test this on multiple levels. We can then pull up another prospect here. I just say score from 0 to 100, how relevant personalization in the message to Allison is. It is quite relevant, as it addresses her role as a senior software engineer at Pfizer, highlights her specific challenges, such as blah, 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 right? It connects her work to the benefits, which makes it pertinent to her needs. So the score here is at 85 out of 100. Okay, so we had a 90, and then we have an 85. Let's check another one. To evaluate the personalization relevancy of the message to Irwin, we need to consider several factors. Role, alignment. The message addresses Irwin's position as EMA Commerce Key Account Managers, specific needs, solution offering, 90 out of 100 essentially, right? So it's pretty well aligned. And then what you can do is just go down, and I would say check like 10 to 15 of the messages. And I'd say, like, again, if you have an average score of about 85 to 95, you're in a good range for knowing that you're going to be creating messaging that is pretty relevant to the people that you're reaching out to. Whether they are in the particular need currently for the solution that you're reaching out to them about is, of course, another matter. Typically, it's only 3% of the market that you're reaching out to is immediately ready for your solution. In other words, they're ready to buy right now. So you have to keep that in mind as well. No matter how relevant the message is, no matter how relevant the messaging is, the majority of your target market is just not going to be ready to buy. So it's been Travis. Hopefully this was insightful and helpful. Thanks so much, and until next time, bye-bye.